7 years after she'd left the radio station, a former salesperson of mine came up to me at a station reunion. She wanted to remind me of 2 sentences I'd said to her many years earlier. Back then, Vicki was 22 and in her first job out of college. She was bright and hardworking, but very anxious. She was so anxious, she had a habit of rubbing her top tooth over her bottom lip, like that. She always had a little red mark under her lip, like this. That's what anxiety looked like on Vicki. Back at the reunion, Vicki reminded me of the time I was doing infield coaching with her. We were in the car, and she was telling me about this big proposal she was making the next day and how worried she was about it. She didn't want to blow it. And I looked at her and I said, Vicki, no matter what happens tomorrow, you still have a job with us on Friday. You've already shown me you're going to be a terrific salesperson. And she said, Chris, that meant so much to me. I was able to go out and make the presentation without any fear. I'll never forget those 2 sentences. I wasn't telling her failure was acceptable. I was telling her one presentation was not going to define her career. Once she could quit worrying about herself, she could start thinking about her customer again. Anxiety turns your attention inward. Confidence lets your attention return to the customer. That's where it belongs. Same salesperson, same proposal, new and improved state of mind. Years later, I learned that researchers have a name for what Vicki was feeling after I said those 2 sentences. She felt psychological safety. Google it. Back then, I wasn't thinking about psychology. I just wanted Vicki to quit worrying about failing so she could help the customer feel comfortable buying from her. Sometimes, leadership is nothing more than saying a couple of sentences at the right moment. Because 7 years later, Vicki still remembered them. Who knew? Talk soon.